Today I'm doing juniper branch. I'm making a tea out of it that I harvest today. It could be light green color or blue. Blue is the ripe one, and the berries has only pitch in it. So I'm gonna use this little branch, and that I got a couple of them, and I need a pot. So I got my pot, and then I'll put everything. I have to start to heat up my water. So I don't need too much because okay, my burner's on, and now I'm gonna put it in there, and it'll heat up with the juniper in there, and the water will heat up with it, and we'll bring it into a boil, maybe at least about 5 minutes, and that. Before I put my last branch in there, uh, the berries, uh, you you could pick the berries off the branch and then put it in a bowl and then dry it out, and you could use it to make tea that way too. And this is my first time trying the fresh branch and the berries in there. It usually we do it in the when it's dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that all the branch is submerged into the water and that, and kind of stir it. They always say that the best time to use your medicine is in September, like the middle of September, before the frost comes. And I don't know if the coldness will affect the juniper berries and the branch, because spring is the time when the new growth comes up and the new stuff comes up, and so all whatever the pine needle has and the berries, it kind of matures and it gets very strong, and then, like, when you break off the juniper bush, you could smell the strong smell, and it's very pure and that. So that's a time to collect your branch and everything and that. So yeah. When you're feeling really like your body's feeling like how you say tense, your body's really tense, and then you're feeling kind of stressed out and that, and like you have to don't take, if it's your first time drinking it, don't drink like half a cup. Just take a couple mouthful or sip and try it, just to taste it and that. And then when you're sure and you're not very sure at this, ask an elder to make it for you. You do not try to make it yourself. Ask a medicine person and that. Doctors give elders and others prescription medicine, and some of our medicine are almost similar to what they give us, and we don't know that. And if you drink the tea, and then about 20 minutes before you took your medicine and you drank the tea, it might combine together, and there might be the same combination of medicine, and then you might have overdosed yourself. So you got to be very careful on these things, and make sure whatever you do, ask and that. Now it's boiling very hard, but I don't smell it. Do you? About 5 minutes. So it should be now, eh? See, look at the color. It's starting to get. So I'm gonna move it back in here, so you could look at it, and you could see the pitch floating on top, like just a streak of it, and see the color. It hasn't turned kind of like dark tea. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain this and then get rid of the branch and the pine needle, and I need a bowl or something to pour the rest of the stuff in. I could smell it.
I can definitely smell it.
Yeah, really. So now I'm pouring. Ooh, that's very powerful. So this is how it looks like. Can you see it here? So this is the color it is, and then now you could see there's a film of the berries that had pitch in there. So you could see the film of the pitch right on top, and then it looks like a really weak tea when you do regular tea. So and then smelling this, when you inhale the smell, it just makes you really calm, and it's a very powerful smell. And that it's so important that the youth, young teenagers, and early elders that don't know how to do it, you need to learn to do medicine of all different kind, because it is so important. You don't know one day that we're not going to have doctors, and where they do prescription for us, we wouldn't have that. So it's better to try to go back to the olden ways, how the elders taught us. And I do believe that when you make some medicine, make it into teas for different illness, or you have to put your energy and your heart into it. You can't just pour water and throw it in there and then go watch TV and that. You got to stay with it until you finish it to the end. And that's how important it is. And you need to learn how much of the portion to put in and that, and how much to drink if it's your first time. For a baby, it's up to you if you want to give it to a baby, maybe just the tip of a teaspoon, and a little bit more for toddlers, and then see how their action is. And then for an adult, get a tablespoon and then just take it and try it. See how the taste goes with you, because this has pitch gum in it. It has pitch from the juniper, and it's very strong. And then you drink it, and the rest of the liquid goes different ways, and then the pitch slowly goes to your stomach, inside your stomach, and then slowly you kind of get rid of it, like your immune system, everything comes together, and then you drink a lot of water after that, and then you'll flush everything out. So that's how it is. And it's very important that you need to learn how to make medicine and that from your elders. When it's your first time, just take 2 tablespoons or just 2 mouthful, or it could be 1 mouthful, and then make sure it's kind of warm when you drink it and that, and then slowly slowly put it through your tongue and slowly swallow it, and then just get used to the taste, and then you'll get the taste and that. So, and this is very powerful, because if you have an ulcer or anything infection in your stomach, and because when you swallow this, like if you drink half a cup or less than half a cup, and then when you swallow it and you could feel it going down slowly, and then it will hit the pit of your stomach, and then it'll be there, and then you just wait and see if you have ulcer, it will kind of you'll be feeling something, like not pain, but something like when you touch something, when you have a cut and you touch something and it hurts. That's the way you're going to feel. And then so slowly kind of up, like take a 2 tablespoon and do it about like 4 hours apart, or do it twice a day, in the morning and before you go to bed, and that. So that's really good. And I believe that also that it will help your muscle pain and things like that. And then when you're boiling it, it will cleanse your house. It will cleanse the air too, because the smell is so strong and pure. So if I got a bigger pot, and I just filled it half and I boiled it as hard as I could, this whole house gonna smell, you know, that strong smell. It just calms you down, and that, yeah. So that.